Alright, we're going to introduce you to the FaceFX Ogre Exporters that were downloaded with the FaceFX 2010 Evaluation Installer. We've got our character up in Max, and we're just going to go to File, Export, and select Ogre star.mesh. And that will export all associated Ogre files, including the .mesh, the .scene, and so on. And we want to export into a very specific folder, this meshes folder, inside of the My Documents FaceFX Studio 2010 Ogre Resources Meshes. This folder is scanned, this folder in the user directory is scanned by FaceFX Studio when it looks for .mesh and .scene files to load. So if we save it here, we know that our copy of FaceFX Studio 2010 will find it. And we're going to call this Slade Max. And you can see it's copied over textures and a .material file, which is a simple text-based format, which we can open up and tweak if we wanted to have some more advanced materials. It also has a text-based .scene file, which is loaded. This contains lighting information. It also rotates the characters so it's oriented correctly in Ogre. And we can test out if the export was successful by going into the no save evaluation. And we've just got an empty actor here. We don't have any bone poses, so we've eliminated the possibility of something being wrong in our .facefx file. And we're just going to see what the content looks like. We're going to say change render asset, and we're going to type in Slade Max, which is the name that we exported. And it's going to find it because it's in that special meshes folder, in the My Documents folder. You can also save Ogre content in the same directory as the .facefx file that you're loading. And there's our content, and it looks to be good. We can see bone names by clicking on that button. If we wanted to troubleshoot lighting, we could open up the scene file and delete all the lighting nodes. And we'll change this to nothing just to get it to clear. And now we'll change it back to Slade Max. And at this point, you can see that there's no longer shadows because there's no lighting in the scene, and by default, we've attached lighting to this camera. And so everywhere this camera looks is lit. It's a good fallback to have. You can create another camera. And now you can see shadows because the lighting is only attached to the default camera. And so that's a brief overview. If we had a morph character at this point, we would have gotten a message box that said that we've imported a bunch of morph target nodes for you, unless you had those morph targets nodes there for you. So that's the Max to Ogre pipeline. Definitely you want to check out the docs on FaceFX.com if you're running into any difficulties, or the forums. That's where we're going to be posting content problems that people have. You might need to reset Xforms or change your modifier stack to get things to export correctly. But by and large, it's just a file export all operation.